Hi, my name is Mark. I'm the creator of Circle 5. This is a live Zoom we recorded on August 14th. Enjoy it and get back to the person that shared this with you.
Okay, welcome one and all. I'm glad to have you here tonight. This is our Circle 5 meeting we have on Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. So welcome to Circle 5, and tonight you'll discover a simple, powerful way to help others and be helped starting with just $5. Now, the way this all works, and we've all been there before, we've been struggling from time to time. And, have you ever been short on cash, whether you're at the gas pump, just need a gallon of gas to get, home with or something, or you think about something you want to eat, a hamburger or something. And, if you just had a few extra dollars, that would really help you out. Well, like I said, we've all been there. So how does this all work? With Circle 5, like I said, it's a private invite community. You're only giving $5 a week to unlock your circle. You start with $5 out of pocket, and your first invite is a pass up to your inviter. The second one, of course, that you invite starts your receiving line, and after that, every new person that you talk to builds your circle even more. Now, if we look at that a little bit closer, here's another diagram of it. Remember, I said your first person is your pass up. So that's going to pass up to your inviter, and that's going to help them grow their line. And that's how our system works. Because your second person, they're going to also pass up their first person to you. Okay. And that's going to help you grow. And then that person they pass up to you is also going to get you a person, and so forth and so on. So you can see how that's going to grow organically over time. Now, what can this mean for you? It starts off, of course, it's a $5 weekly gift, but it can actually become $50 for you in return, even $100 or even more a week, okay? Because others are also gifting forward just like you're doing. Now, what we want to do is look at something really simple. Let's suppose that we just invited 2 people per week, just 2. And we're going to look at a short span of time, about 12 weeks to about 3 months. And we're going to look at this and see what this actually could grow into. So if we each invited just 2 people per week, in 12 weeks, we have about 78 people. And that's 78 people, receiving lines, that is, that's gifting us $5 a week. Now, if you look at it with just $5 a week, how much does that equate to in dollars? Well, that's about $390 a week, so almost $1,200 a month. Now, that's not life-changing. That does make things a lot easier, yes, because it takes care of sometimes maybe half of our rent if we live in expensive places. Could be your car payments and electric bill, whatever that might be. Okay. Now, again, like I said, that's just $5 a week. Now, here at Circle 5, we do have what's called a level up process. And this also helps us grow, and also the amounts that we receive also grows. So once you receive 5 lines, 5 receiving lines, that's $5 each coming in, you're receiving $25. That's going to promote you to Circle 10 level, and that's going to be a gifting level of $10 to your inviter now, okay? But you're only going to be gifting out of what you're receiving. So you'll always be receiving more than you're gifting. Now, of course, when you get the 10 lines, that's going to make you up to Circle 15. And that's going to, again, you'll be receiving those a whole lot more than what you're sending out. In this case here, if it was just 10, you're looking at $50 at $5 each, and you're sending out 15. Again, we're still talking not a lot of cash yet, not a lot of gifting yet. But the next thing I want to talk to you about is how this keeps growing, because there are different levels. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And these are multiple levels of gifting that can be achieved throughout your journey here with Circle 5. Now, as this is growing and these are happening, remember your lines are doing the same thing you're doing. They're also achieving the levels, and they're gifting you $10 a week now, $15 a week, and so forth. Now, something else I want to say too. Let's suppose that you're a person that you're at Circle 5, you're the first beginning level, and you're not a big time recruiter, but you wanted to get involved in the game because you could find 2 people, no problem. And you found your 2 people, and let's suppose that the person that you talk to, they are a go-getter and they are a superstar. Well, whenever their level increases, that doesn't hurt you. That only helps you, because that gift is still going to you because you found them. That's your superstar. So nothing gets split with anybody, nothing gets sent anywhere else. So if you're only sending out $5 to your inviter and they're at 10, you're going to receive the whole 10 from them. Okay. So it's going to be individual that way, but you still get the benefits out of that. Now, look at this here. This is just if we did 2 people a week, and as everybody progresses and they achieve the 5 lines, the 10 lines, and they grow and grow and grow, in 12 weeks, this is $6,000 a week coming in gifts. Okay. Now let's suppose, now this is a perfect world, but what if you did just only half as good as this? That's still $3,000 a week right there in gifting coming in. And if you wanted to chop it down even more, if you said, well, I could only do, what if I did less than that? If you did less than that, and let's say you only did $1,500 a week, that's still $6,000 a month income. And that is a life-changing experience for a lot of people. Can definitely take care of a lot of things. Okay. Now, is gifting legal? And the answer, short answer is yes. Under IRS tax code, gifting is completely legal. You can look it up yourself online. In fact, did you know that in 2025, this year, a person can receive up to $19,000 from anybody? In fact, you can receive that $19,000 from multiple people as long as the individual that's giving you to give does not go over $19,000. And that's why it's important for tracking as well. Now, again, what we said Circle 5 is a private invite only gifting circle. It's a voluntary way to give and receive $5 gifts, a simple system, a generosity and connection, a compliance aware platform with transparent tracking, and a community that grows when people choose to participate. Now, what are we not? We're not a business, not an investment, not MLM, not a pyramid scheme, not a promise of income or return, not a product-based sales system, and your money doesn't even go through a centralized wallet that's managed by admin, okay? This is peer-to-peer. So what do you get? There's also a $5 monthly admin fee, but it's only $5 to take care of your website. But here's what you get with your website. You get a personal account dashboard, secure donation tracking, customer support, and management, membership management. Okay. Now, let's just take a look at this and see a little bit further. So when you sign up with Circle 5 and after you registered, you're going to land on a screen like this in your dashboard. It's going to say welcome in your name. It's going to have the name of the person that invited you, their email address, and their phone number if they've supplied it. And by the way, that song we were listening to earlier, it's recorded in the back office right there. You can download it or you can just simply go in there and listen to it. It's up to you. Just a little something we added there. Now, after you've sent your gift to your inviter, the next thing you'll have access to is your referral code, your personal referral code, so you can hand that out to somebody when you're talking to them and you want them to help be a part of this activity. You'll also be able to edit your payment information as well. And as you see, there's the Circle 10 badge that shows the level of gifting that you are right there. So when you get into your dashboard and after you've given your gifts and you got a gift and you got access, you do want to go ahead and edit your payment information. By pressing that edit my payment information button, it'll take you to a screen like this. Now, at the top there, that box, that's a message that you can put out to all those people that are in your receiving lines, and they'll be able to see it. If it's a video you want them to watch, or just a simply welcome message, or if there's a message you want to tell everybody, hey, make sure, do this or pay attention to that or whatever, or I found something that will help us, with our activity. Whatever you want to tell them, they'll all be able to see it and click save after you type in there what you want to. Now, also, as you see these different lines right here, you've got, of course, PayPal, Cash App, Chime. This is where you update your payment information that you want them to send you the gift to, and then you click save info right there, okay? Now, remember I said it keeps track of everything. Keeps track of the total gifts received, also the amount that you've also sent out, and the number of receiving lines as well. Oh, and one thing too, that badge back there that you saw that had the 10 on it, that is tracked by the number of active receiving lines. So it only counts the active receiving lines. There's no sense in counting anything else because that's going to count the ones where you're actually receiving. So it's a very accurate point. That way you're not penalized for anything. Okay. Now, There's also something we have that helps out with advertising, and that's called circlebot. Now, circlebot is, like you see here, it's your marketing assistant, and I'm going to show you an example of that right after we get done with the presentation there, we'll go into a live example of that. Okay? Also back there in your receiving line, this is what you're going to have in your receiving line. It's going to give the name of the person, their email address, the date that their next payment is due, because it's going to say paid until. So that way you'll be able to see when the next gift is supposed to come in. And also you'll see their status, if it's active, and the total that they've sent. Okay. So also we know that sometimes people forget. So sometimes we need a reminder. So let's suppose that the 21st in this case here came and a 22nd hit, and Mark didn't send me his gift. I could send Mark a reminder simply by clicking that send reminder button. It'll send him an email and says, hey, looks like you might have forgot. If you did, go ahead and make your gift there today. Now, remember I told you this is IRS compliant. We have the gifting letter. So at any time during the year, or you can wait at the end of the year if you're filing and you want to make sure that even though this is non-taxable because it's gifting, okay? I always tell everybody, just go ahead and talk with your tax professional, but you have gifting letters that confirm that the gift was given to you freely of choice, not any coercion, no expectation in return, and it's completely IRS compliant with the language it uses. It also includes the total that they gave you through the year, okay? So basically all you do is go out and start your own circle of support by utilizing Circle 5. And really, I want you to get back to the person that invited you to join Circle 5 today. Your decision tonight is really about a $5 decision. That's really it, okay? All right, go ahead and jump out of this. And we're going to go ahead and stop our screen share just for a moment there. All right, welcome there, everybody back. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to also go out and I'll do a screen share in just a moment. I'm going to give you an example of what the circlebot does for you, okay? So let me get back over here, and then let me back to dashboard. Okay. All right, so let me go ahead and start sharing my screen so I can show you what the circlebot looks like. Okay, everybody see my screen again? Very good. All right, now as you see down here, here's circlebot right there. You simply click on that blue bar, and it will take you into the circlebot, the marketing assistant. Now, circlebot has been trained to be IRS compliant, so he doesn't say language like income and all that kind of things there that gets red flagged as far as the IRS goes. But he does keep it compliant, and he's been taught to talk about Circle 5. So I could actually just go in here and type in here, and I said an ad for Facebook, for example. I could do that, and I simply click on Ask Circlebot, and then he goes to work, and he spits out a little ad, and there you go. Then all I got to do is simply copy and paste this ad right into Facebook if I want. I can put it in Instagram. I could do it for Instagram. I can even say, let's see if I spell right, that'd be good. Write an email for Circle 5. Make it exciting and inviting. You can do what you want to here. You can just ask him pretty much anything, and he'll go ahead and go to work for you and do that. And then he'll write this nice email for you to introduce Circle 5. And there you go. He's got a subject line here for you, tells you to put in his name, hello, and put a name there, and explains the program to him right there, whoever you're sending it to. And then, of course, you sign your name here, warm regards. Okay? So that is what you have with circlebot. And that's also included in your $5 a month right there. I don't know about you, but this little tool right here is kind of worth it by itself right there. Okay. All right, guys. I want to thank you for taking the time out tonight. We're taking about 15 to 20 minutes of your time going over things here. If there's any questions or something, you can get back to me or get back to the person that also talked to you about this and invited you. We'll get those questions answered for you. And I really hope that you'll consider joining us here with our journey. Again, like I said, your decision is only $5. So again, thanks again.